This is Jilliana Ranicar-Breese, and I've come to London specially to continue the series. This is part 3 of my interview with Rebecca Weef Smith. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Jilliana.
Okay, so last time we spoke, we were talking about how you... what were we talking about?
We were talking about...
It was a while ago.
It was a while ago, and it was before my conference, actually.
Right. Oh, tell me about the conference. When was it?
So the conference was... Now, I'm backtracking now, remembering myself when it was. It was November.
November.
So it was about 3 weeks.
2017.
November 2017.
And where was it?
And it was in East London, and it was on a Thursday evening, and...
It was after the colour walk. I couldn't come because
Exactly.
I was sick.
Yeah,
I remember.
There'd been a colour walk that afternoon.
That's right.
And then I timed it to go with the colour walk because I wanted as many people that were.
And
at
how
the
many
colour
people came?
walk. 85.
85, fine.
Which wasn't bad going at all.
Or mainly women, would you say?
Yes.
And you had 4 speakers.
I had 4 speakers. So Sue Kreitzman very kindly introduced the event.
Sue
for me,
Kreitzman, yes, yes.
Which was lovely, and she talked a little bit about how we'd met.
Well, she's the doyen, you might
She's
say,
the
the queen bee.
She is, and I met Sue because she was one of my research participants for a piece of academic research that I'd done.
Right.
So that was how I met her. So
Right.
she very kindly introduced us.
Okay.
And then I spoke about my research project and my findings from that. And
Which are?
well, it's connecting fashion with positive psychology, which has never been done before.
Right. So you're a pioneer.
I am a pioneer.
You're a psychologist, aren't you?
I am I'm
Yes.
a psychologist, yeah.
Yes.
And I'm a little bit embarrassed about saying I'm a pioneer.
Why?
I don't know why.
You should be
I should
celebrating.
out there going, oh,
Absolutely.
but I'm not very much like that.
We'll give you a fashion icon, Oscar, an Oscar.
So I presented, and it was the first, no, actually, well, it was the first time I presented my research to the general public.
Right.
I presented
right.
it before at conferences and at psychology conferences.
Right,
But
right.
it was the first time I presented to a wider audience.
Right.
Which was lovely.
Will you be doing it again?
Yes.
When?
Well, I've yet to quite work out. I think actually the next place I'll be presenting will be in Brighton. I think I'll be
Oh, in Brighton.
Yeah,
I'll
I
make
think
sure I'm in the country.
I'm all going to be thinking about in April presenting in Brighton.
Oh, I'll be around in April.
So that will be quite interesting.
Yes, just before the Brighton Festival.
Well, yes, I think that's what I'm going to try and do. Time it for that sort of time. So going back to the conference, yes. So I presented my research, and I when I present it, I like to get people to actually experience what I'm talking about. So I got everybody in the audience just to find someone who they didn't know, and just briefly have a 2-minute chat about
good. Yes.
why they'd worn what they'd worn, because I asked everyone to attend the event wearing an outfit that made them happy.
Oh, wonderful,
So
wonderful.
of course my audience looked fabulous.
Yes.
And then they were all able to connect with each other straight away.
Did you video the conference?
It's all been filmed. I'm still waiting for that
Oh,
to come
I must
back.
see it.
Yeah. I'm waiting for it to come back from the film.
Oh,
The girls that
excellent,
filmed it.
excellent.
So that was great. So it got a really nice atmosphere.
So
going.
what did you speak about? You were obviously the prime speaker.
Well, I think all 4 of us had equal things to talk about.
Who were the 4 speakers?
So I spoke, and then Dr. Carolyn Mayer, who is was the professor at London College of Fashion, who introduced psychology of fashion.
Wow.
That was the only master's program in the world when she introduced it.
Right, when was that?
2012 she started that.
Right.
And she's left London College of Fashion now, and she's working as a freelance consultant advising the business of fashion
Okay.
about psychology. So that's
In
really
London?
exciting. In London.
Okay.
Yes. Actually, I'm having dinner with her tonight.
And the third?
And then the third is a journalist called Tansy Hoskins, who has written a really fascinating book, which
Called?
her book is called, oh goodness me, and I can see the cover and it's gone out of my head.
Oh,
Isn't
well,
that
we'll come
dreadful?
back to that, yes.
But she writes as a journalist about the environment and the way people in predominantly India and Bangladesh, which is where her book was based, about the inequalities in how fashion is produced. So she's kind of looks at the
You mean in India?
The system of fashion production. And she's got some pretty horrible stories actually to tell. But why she was included in the conference and why I really wanted her there was because she's also got some incredible solutions to how we can go about changing the way.
You mean changing the way that women wear clothes?
No, changing the way that clothes are produced.
Okay, so it's not what women are wearing in India or Pakistan. I see.
No,
okay.
It's a very. I wanted the conference to look at the system of fashion, so not just individual wear and well-being, but how the way that we create and consume clothes has a much wider impact on flourishing and sustainability worldwide.
Wow.
It's a big topic, and it's something that
whilst I'm very academic.
Whilst I'm really, really interested, and most of my research is on individual fashion, I really do believe that we can make big changes, and that we can have an impact on sustainability.
Yeah.
And then my final speaker was Florent, and he talked about how his journey to becoming himself.
Right.
Because very interesting, when he was a women's wear designer and he lived in France, he says he was incredibly conventional in the way he looked.
Well, he certainly isn't now.
And he isn't now. But he says it was only when he came to London that he experienced that freedom to actually discover who he was.
But a lot of foreigners that I'm friendly with, they say the same thing. You know, Italians in particular, they can't express themselves back in Italy because of the constraints of the family and, you know, the conservatism.
Well, we think, don't we, as we think of Europeans as, you know, Italians and Spanish and French, we think of them as being so well dressed.
They are.
But there are a lot of rules within their societies and culturally in how they can appear. So that freedom we have in London to be and develop our own identities through clothes is quite difficult within those societies.
Well, those photographs by Anthony Lisette, my God, unbelievable, unbelievable, yes. And the colour walk, of course. I do hope that Florent continues them.
Oh yes, I think.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope so.
I think that's become a really important community.
Definitely, and the photographers. I'm actually friendly with Leah, who's one of the photographers, and then there's Richard KB.
Yeah,
I mean,
Richard, I love Richard.
Yeah. I only know 2 photographers, but there was another one who came by and he took photographs when I've only been to 2 colour walks.
Yeah, I think there's another photographer called Peter who's quite involved and does quite a lot of photographs.
Yes. Well, I'm looking forward to the next one, which will be the last one this year, and I shall
tomorrow.
be. Oh, that's right, it's tomorrow. yes, I'd forgotten already. Yes, and I'm coming, and I've got my ticket.
Yes, and everyone will be in their finery, and it will be lovely because it's the last one before Christmas, and of course it's also this Voices of East London event.
Yes.
At Spitalfield Market.
Well, I don't know about that, but
which is a book.
I'm going to find out tomorrow. Yes. Okay. Well, we'll continue talking about what are we going to talk about in part 4.
I think we should talk about the story of dress.
The story of dress.
The story of a dress.
Oh, a dress. Yes. Yes. Okay, well, we'll be continuing that in part 4. Thank you very much, Rebecca.
Thank you, Jilliana.